Hey, good morning. Okay, so I figured that I need to share this with you because this is something that I think everybody can benefit from. Now, I just finished a mild workout, so my muscles are already warm. Do you have to work out to do fascia blasting? No. You can warm up with a shower, a heating pad, a sauna, go for a quick walk, that kind of thing. But I want to share with you the two different fascia blasters that I have. One I don't particularly care for because it's very big and it's cumbersome and it's kind of hard to work with. But I love this because, let's just face it, I think I'm about, I don't know if I'm 25 or 30 pounds. I don't even know, I kind of stopped counting. I look like I've had one too many beers, one too many weekends in a row. That's what I told Paul. He's like, God, it's so weird. You're really not showing yet. He said, there's a girl that is 2 weeks behind you at work and and it is weird. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I look like I'm just getting fat. But that's beside the point. I'm not really worried about it. But what I am doing is I am trying to do some kind of damage control as much as I possibly can. And even when I wasn't pregnant, I was still doing this, but I wasn't as diligent with it as I am now. But I want to share with you basically 4 things. So I have the Fascia Blasting oil and the After Blasting, lotion. You don't have to have these. I just started with coconut oil. Do I like these? Yes. Will I buy them again? Probably. But the coconut oil worked just as well. I originally started with this original Fascia Blaster. Now, the thing with this is it kind of hurts, you guys, but what it is that underneath your skin, you've got like this, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm just going to explain it in layman's terms. There's a lot more science behind this, but with my fitness background, we always were talked about, the fascia, you can do the foam rolling, this and that, and then you find out like, okay, you really aren't digging in as much as you can with this type of a device. There's the, I think what it's called, the something tail. That's like a mechanism that you can use, but because this has claws on it, what's happening is underneath that layer of skin, there's this stuff. It almost looks like foam, but think about a chicken breast. Skin, slimy stuff, chicken breast. So in between that, we get fat trapped in there and it gets really nasty. Like I'm getting a lot of collected fat here on my arms and here in my thighs, but I know it's just because of, being pregnant, which is fine, it's natural. But I invested then in this smaller version, and I like this a lot better. It actually is a lot easier to use. And I'm telling you guys, before, when this first thing came out, because there's so many different gimmicks out there, I was very skeptical. Like, oh God, here we go, just another gimmick. But I have to tell you, I believe in the science behind it, and I believe that it works. Have I seen results? I don't know. All I know is that you have to keep that circulation going underneath the skin. You got to get that blood flowing. You got to break up that fascia, and it feels good too. So kind of like a massage, but this is a little bit more intense massage and you're in charge. So I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to put the oil on here, do it on my arm. You can do it on your tummy, your butt, your thighs. People even do it on their face. And this one has this small little points here because there are specific areas after you have blasted a certain amount of time. You can go to specific points and really kind of dig in there almost like you're breaking up that, So you would just take and see how I'm just creating, I don't know if you can see the redness yet, but what I'm doing is I'm now bringing that blood flow to the surface, And after you do this over and over, time and time again, but you have to be consistent, it's gonna break all of that up, So I just kind of move back and forth, and then you can go underneath here, to that arm part that we all have, and you kind of get a little bit of workout here too. You could even do this in the shower. A lot of times I will do it before I have to get in the shower, So I don't know if you guys can see, but can you see how that blood is being brought to the surface? Now this is a very similar feeling to, you know how when you first start exercising and your skin, that blood comes up and your skin almost feels itchy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Are you familiar with that? And it's like, oh, you almost want to keep doing it because it's like it itches, but it's working. So that just means, you know, that the blood is rising, you're getting in there, okay? So I just thought I would share. I was actually just getting ready to wrap up, and I thought, you know what? I got all this set up. I have this thing already set up in the bathroom. I might as well show you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you are like, what's all that hype all about? Well, you know, I think it works. Then I have the After Blaster lotion, and it's just white. And then I just put it on there, and it's pretty soothing, and it feels really good. But once again, you have to be consistent. This isn't something that you do once and you're going to see results. This is something just like anything with diet and exercise, you know, with good nutrition, you're going to start to see the results over time. Just like one exercise session benefits the next. But if you're doing one exercise session a week, well, that one exercise session, it was pretty much doesn't even exist. It's not going to help that next session. So you want to be consistent with this. I have been doing like one day I'll do the legs, one day I'll focus on the hips and maybe this area. Then another day I'll focus on the upper. I'm going to have Pauly D kind of help me back here because that's a little harder to get to. And yeah, it's Ashley Black's Fascia Blaster. It's not the cheapest device, but I think it's definitely worth it. And like I said, there's the two different ones. I really like this one. I feel like I can really get in there, and it, you know, it works. It's not as cumbersome. Like the other one is so big, you know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, you know, it's just, you know, but this is good for, I could, if I wanted to, get in there like in my back, but I can't get it like I want to. You know, you can get your butt and, you know, your thighs and all that good stuff. But anyway, just thought I would share. I have to get to the market. I've got some errands to run, and I'm going to let this soak in a little bit before I get in the shower. So, okay, thanks for tuning in. I hope that was informative and helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!